is going on, peeps? I am here to get you guys up with the first new episode of Real Talks in a real long time. Now, if you guys remember the original format, these series were done in a way that there are certain topics that I was going to come on here and essentially give my opinion on certain topics. And then eventually, after I've given my opinion on a certain amount of topics, last time it was 3, because we did 3 episodes of a panel, I would find several people to come on here and debate them. Making my opinion public first so that you guys know who I am, what I have to say, and my feelings on certain things. So I can't, once I'm doing an episode with other people, flip it or change my answers just because of what someone else said. In this edition, let's call this season 2 of Real Talks episode 1. I am going to be talking about the friend zone. Very heavy topic for a lot of people. For some people, they don't really even see it as a thing. They're just like, no, that's just my friend. But at the same time, it's like a lot of times when the friend zone happens, it's a combination of things. It's like, and a lot of times it's one of two of things that are the biggest standouts is someone seeing that the person that they have in the friend zone as they know it, but they're just ignoring it. And then there's times where it's an individual who legitimately, I'll reference females here, that legitimately mostly has male friends and doesn't even realize that they friend zone someone. Sometimes it is intentional, sometimes it's not, but it happens to the best of us. I've experienced it myself multiple times. And then part of the reason for that is I kind of feel, I've said this on videos before, more comfortable around women. I had a really good relationship with my mother when I was a child. I mostly been around women within my family. They've been my closest ones. My sister I was really close with growing up. And then my nieces, they're literally the closest people to me in this world. Going forward, it was just like, that's kind of the company that I'd want to keep. And I'd get really close to females. And then, as I got older, I was used to being close to females that I'm family with. Then you encounter a girl who has all male friends, which happened in the original Heartbreaking Tragedy story. I've told you guys, you can see the episodes on the channel memberships, the TBX 420 Club tier. I met a girl who all her friends was male when I was like around 9, right when I turned 19. Literally 1 week from when I turned 19. And we had a close relationship. Now, I was used to having that, but just like the way I interact, my energy, the way I carry myself, it's used to being around females. So just because of the ones in my family. So when out in the world, females who are close with males were kind of drawn to that. But girls who mostly hang around guys, they always usually feel real comfortable around me. Just because I have the energy and I have that protective energy. And I'm the type who will always look out for my female friends and keep them safe any way that I can. And I'll never take advantage of any female in any way. But ultimately, there's scenarios where you meet someone and it's just like, you're interacting with a beautiful female, you have so much in common, whether it be deep-rooted things or certain things that you've never had common with a female before. Because ultimately, before I became of age, technically, in like my social life, I mostly had male friends in my youth, but I was just close to the females in my family. As I got older, it was just that I started to create a lot of friendships with females. I'm sure you guys saw the upload I did a month or so ago with my one of my former closest friends, the Windcorn. She was legit like my best friend, my homegirl. That was just like so many people, that video in question, people were like questioning, what's wrong? But it was just like, that's just who I am. When you're my friend, female friend, that's how I am. And I kind of find there's certain things I do with my female friends that I should probably be doing that more with females that I'm interested in and that I don't always do. So some of them kind of get a mixed signal, and then they end up in the friend zone, and I don't even mean to do it. And then there's times where it happens to me, and it's just like, oh, okay. So I'm not even gonna get a chance. Now, the friend zone is different, and this ultimately comes down to the type of person you are, ultimately. But it's been highly debated lately. It's just like a lot of people make the argument where a lot of individuals are taking advantage of people in the friend zone, and I've kind of found it where it's just like it's not even where it's just girls putting guys in the friend zone. I've unintentionally put some females in the friend zone, not realizing their interests, but then just like enjoying their company, enjoying their energy. Went through a very tumultuous situation a little over a year ago with a female who I was spending a lot of time, and she was doing a lot for me. She was very much doing a lot for me, but I kind of didn't make that connection with what she was interested in. I just thought this was my close friend. I was someone who I knew for a long time, so I was just like, yeah, you know. And it's like, it's not even like we didn't have past relations. It was someone who have had relationships in the past. And like, I'm just like, okay. And I'm making it clear throughout this what my intentions are. I'm talking about who I'm specifically talking about who I'm interested in. Talking about how perfect she is and talking about all the best things about her. But they didn't read between the lines, and it really altered our friendship. And I know when I'm drunk, I kind of get really close, like you guys probably saw with the concert video with my friends. And then there's some female friends who sometimes we like make out or whatever. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just, I'm guessing it's just because the females I hung out with when I was younger, where when got to that phase where I became of age and I started to hang around and become close friends with women. This kind of something I always did. Hang out with my female friends, and if we're both single, you know, we go out. And if we both come home alone, it's kind of one thing. I've been celibate for a long time, so it's not actually something I've practiced. I've let you guys know that. But yeah, my youth was something with a lot of female friends. Something I did cut out though. It was just mainly in my 20s. But it does happen sometimes. Not recently, if any of you are wondering, no. I think the last time I was like 37, 36. But a lot of people talk about when someone's in a friend zone, it becomes a one-sided friendship. Because there's this person, that one person within this friendship, which is what it is. You're in the friend zone. It's a friendship. It's nothing more. It's not a situationship. It's not a potential relationship. It's a friendship. And some people can't get past that, and they get stuck in that. And the thing is, once you're in the friend zone for someone who, you know, they see you as a great friend, someone they can trust, someone they can rely on, blah, blah, blah. But to you, the other person that's in the friend zone, you just see yourself in a friendship with someone that you will do anything for. And literally anything for. You would literally sell your PlayStation for them. Sell your second phone for them. You would do anything. And you would set a standard of what you would do. And a lot of times you start off in a place where it's easy to do that. But keep doing that. It's something that wasn't part of your life and not something you're regularly doing. So that expense is going to build up, and that's when you're going to get to that point where you're selling your PlayStation. That's when you're going to get to the point where you're selling all your electronics or whatever you have to sell. You're going to take on a part-time job or some side gig, start doing a bunch of hustles just to maintain it. And you are willing to do anything for this person. And all you want is like, not even the big, sometimes you just want a kiss. Sometimes you just want them to tell you that how much do you matter to them? You just want them to express it verbally to you, or some people want more than that. I'm usually just a guy who's probably a lot of times just wants that first kiss and then just like, yeah, give me the first kiss. I'm a good kisser. And then from there, I'll make it what it needs to be. But a lot of people have higher expectations, which is not right. If you feel you're in the friend zone with someone that you just want to sleep with, you're not in the friend zone. You're just a sleazeball. I'm sorry. Friend zone is a lot of times it's just it's hard for some people. Some people take advantage of it. There's some people who specifically put out a type of energy and reach out to people like that and create scenarios where it ends up being the friend zone. They know what they're doing. They know that there's certain little things that they're doing that makes you feel it's more than a friendship, and it's gonna make you keep doing whatever you're doing that they enjoy or that they want from you. I've seen a lot of people get destroyed because of this, and let's be honest, any of you who watched the old channel knows how this destroyed me in the past. Heck, some of you who've watched this current channel or some things that you now have to pay to watch, the TBX 420 Club channel memberships. I have found myself in situations, even at this point in my life, where I've been through it. But something I did not expect to be, but I ended up in the friend zone. And I very much identified where it was going to be a one-sided friendship. And especially at this point for me, and I know a lot of you could say this for a lot of different reasons or different scenarios, I'm the main character. I won't even lie. Look how many people have watched this video right now. How many people have watched my channel in the last month? Go look at my views. My analytics are public. I'm very selective who I let in my life. My time is a privilege. Anyone who knows me knows this to be a fact, because most people don't get my time. You get my time, it's a privilege. You can enjoy it. It could be just me there standing beside you for a moment. It could be just having a cigarette with you or whatever. You get my time, it's a privilege. I'm very picky with my time. So to ever identify myself in a situation where I realize, oh, this is one-sided. I'm not getting everything I need from this. And I'm kind of at that point where I've become the type of person who likes to give people what they need without them having to identify. And I don't get it all the time, and I've realized my biggest mistake is communication. I feel certain things, what you need from someone on a personal level is kind of something you gotta speak about kind of early, which I've been doing recently. As you guys know, I've put myself back out in the dating world. Those are kind of things I kind of feel it's just like when you first meet someone. That first interaction is kind of what you gotta talk about. You gotta know what both of you want and what you need from this. And I kind of feel it's been a flaw of mine where I love love. I'm very much a romantic. I romanticize a lot of things in life. And there's times where I begin to develop feelings, and in reality, you gotta, when you do, peeps, make it clear right away. I kind of have this whole thing where I kind of feel like, especially being a main character now, I was like, yeah, I'm famous now. Blah, blah, blah. Everything's gonna go the way I want it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna let this moment happen. I'm gonna create this moment. We're gonna do this. Blah, blah, blah. And you set expectations, and the one thing you should never give yourself is expectations, because all they could lead to is disappointments. You gotta enjoy life, and the only way to enjoy life is just to go into it head on. And you can't hold on to things. Once you feel something, you get it out. Holding back from saying what you feel is the first way ticket to being in the friend zone. And then once you see the potential for the friend zone, you gotta just say to yourself, am I the type of person who's okay with being here? No, to be perfectly honest, mostly having female friends over my life, I am with most women. I am. Because I do like the value of having someone who I appreciate, and they obviously made me feel special in a certain way and made me feel good in a certain way. And they were doing things that I enjoyed, and they're just giving me the energy that I enjoy, and they give me whatever. It's just like kind of like I kind of feel my friend from the concert, I kind of put her in the friend zone, but if it was vice versa, I would have been good with it because it's because of the relationship that we had. But very much with being mature enough to identify and understand that with certain women that can be in the friend zone with, there are certain women where it can't, where those feelings developed one-sided. It's just like with certain women, when you're close, when you're always like hanging out, you're cuddling all the time, you have a certain time, blah, blah, blah. You're like chilling regularly all night to the morning. That's going to develop. But when you don't have that with someone, where it is completely one-sided, where you just like, where it's legitimately just a friendship, scenarios like that I walk away from. Doesn't matter how much I like the person, how much I appreciate the person. I know maintaining that and continuing that is just going to be dangerous to me. It's going to be detrimental to me and my energy. It's going to burn me down, keep me in a bad place, because I know in that friendship, I'm going to be giving everything to it, but I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm not getting anything that I need or want out of it. Or someone where, like with my former friend, my former really close friend, we were really close, like always drinking together regularly every weekend, spending all our time speaking our intimate thoughts regularly, being like, just there's a certain bond. And there's like certain people where you have that closest that bond, where it can get to that physical intimacy, but you just don't go to that next level just out of respect or whatever reason it is in the situation. But it's not something you want to lose. But where you don't have that, like I'm very much a person that touches my kind of like expression. I hug everyone. I hug people too much. There's some people I don't hug because I'm scared that I'll hug them for too long. But if you're not even getting anything like that you need from it, and you know it's just going to be a scenario where you're just going to be given and given and given to this friendship, and you're not going to get anything that you need back. You're legit just going to get a basic, regular friendship. And it's just like, the key thing is this is like, with the old friend I speak of, she was always early. She made plans all the time. She'd reach out. She would make sure to hold on. She'd message me every day. We would communicate. Sometimes we won't see each other for weeks, but we were talking, messaging every day almost. Well, anytime they're making a big decision, I was one of the ones that they're reaching out to for advice. It's just like when you are both very much important parts of each other's lives. Those are the ones I try to hold on to. I let go of a few friendships like that. And I'm at the point where I kind of do want to reach out to those very close people, because some fact of the matter has been no one that could replace them, no one that could come and take that spot. Those friendships were special. They were very special. They weren't really okay. In some cases, it was one-sided on the other side, but I was as accommodating as I could be. And I would give them more than they were getting from other friendships. I've had friendships with women where they prioritized me over the person they were in a relationship with. It was just because how much I gave to them and they gave to me, we just had that special connection. And when you're in that scenario where it's like that, I will stay in the friend zone. But anything less than that, I don't want. I walk away. Just for me. I'm not getting prioritized. You can't make me a priority when I give you my time, and I rarely give anyone my time. Can't pay attention the whole time. Can't be on time. There's very few times where I have to wait on people because people know how I am with my time. I don't ever, like, if you take long to reply to me, I will literally ignore you for a month. And I've been doing that for years, like 15 years. Everyone who knows me, is close to me, knows they gotta instantly reply to me, or I instantly be like, well, F you. And there's a lot of people who are okay with that, and I let go of them. So especially at this point in my life, you're not even giving me that. It's like, fuck you. For me, friend zone, there's a special type of friend that I will stay in the friend zone for. When I have that special connection with. But if I don't, bye. And I don't even see it as cold. It's just, I know who I am. I know what I need. And if I'm not getting it out of something, then it's just like, if it's not serving me, then goodbye. I value myself. I value my time. I value my energy. Which is why I'm so picky with who I give it to. There's very few who actually get my time and my energy. Very few people who I actually reply to quick. But when I do reply to you within the same day, there's some people who get instant replies and don't give me instant replies. Well, most of them are gone now. I was a broken version of myself for a while, so I tolerated a lot of things I wouldn't regularly tolerate. But becoming myself again, going from Tony Montana to King Montana, sitting back on my throne, remembering who the hell I actually am, looking at what I've done in these 3 years with this channel that I wasn't able to do in 7 years on the other one, shows me who I am, shows me my place. Some people might just be used to being like around regular people, and they're not used to that energy, and they're used to just being blah, 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 blah. No. I'm great to my fans. Everyone else, it's all on the energy, all on the vibes, and once that vibe changes, nothing's going back. I ain't sitting in the friend zone for no one. Sorry. Not sorry. There's certain people who I will, certain people I don't want to lose because this energy is just so intoxicating. Oh God, it's such a vibe. But there's other vibes that make me feel a way that, yeah, I know what it is. I've been there. I've done that. And I know it's very hard. And it's just like some people never experienced that. It's something I'm going to be interested to speaking to other dudes and to speaking to women about this, because the friend zone is something that it's a serious topic for debate right now. A lot of people have different opinions, varying opinions. You guys know where I stand right now. So I'm going to host this debate on this topic once I have a panel set up for it. And then we're going to go from there. Get different opinions from different people. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on this return to Real Talks. Stay good, peeps. Stay hood. And keep it